Well, happy haunts, everybody. It's the Toy Closet. My buddy Throg and I are here. We're going to go through a massive haul that I got. And then, late breaking news. We have a lot of crowdfunding stuff. All this on the next episode of the Toy Closet. And we are off and running here. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Ooh, spooky end to the spooky month. What's up, buddy?
Mr. Rose, my compadre. How are you?
Salud, I'm good.
Oh, hey, hold on. Salud, Tommy. Hey, salud.
Salud.
You beat me to the punch. The closet's open already, so let me...
We blew it this time, so yes, thank you. Closet time.
Throg is here.
It's Throg.
For our big show. Very pretty big. Got a lot of crowdfunding stuff to go over and some pat on the backs, as you and I have spoke of, and some I don't know about you, but I got a lot of... Don't tell the wife. I got a lot of toys here. Got a lot of toys this week.
I mean, you were... something cool that we could talk about that's not toy related, I think, at the end of the show, if we have time, talk about our little adventure this past weekend.
Sure.
And you saw my closet for the first time in a long time in person. And you saw how troubled I really am, right?
It's just, we might need an exorcist or some form of intervention.
Toy exorcist. Wind up like spinning head.
This house is not clear.
This house is hoarded.
There you go. There's a show name right there.
Toy hoarders.
This house is hoarded.
There you go. So you want to get into the breaking news?
Let's start with the finished. We've got late breaking news here. Live this week, as always, here on the Toy Closet. I'm here to bring you the latest and greatest toy news, and we have some breaking news this week. Some very impressive stuff. I don't know if you want to share the screen. Here we go. The Giant-Man. We made a last-minute push, and it's remarkable. Everybody, pat on the back.
Amazing.
Pat on
Amazing.
Back. We hit the goal. Right, we had to be. The goal was 10,000, and we were like, what, maybe 4,000 or 3,000 away the last 24 hours. And not only did we hit the 10,000, but we hit the 12,000, and we're 111 away from hitting that last tier for the scroll head. I really think Hasbro just has to give it to us. I haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything? If they're going to?
Everybody's been asking.
They've been very silent about it, right?
They don't want to answer. No.
Oh man, I really hope they do.
Though.
I mean, it's really impressive that this community came and made sure that this got hit within that last. I don't know if there was some online retailers or anyone else that helped bump it, but it was impressive watching it go and then finally hit. And then we're like, we're gonna get that zombie head. We're gonna get that Benny zombie head. And we hit it. And then when I woke up in the morning, I said, damn, we were so close to the scroll head. I think they have to do it. It's so close. I don't know if they've done that before and previously, if it was that close, a little over 100.
I mean, it's literally less than one more order when you think about it.
Right.
So, I mean, what they could do, I don't know how people would fare to it, but they could always do like a premium per se, where like the people that ordered it could buy it for like $10, $15,
Yeah, that's like a Kickstarter sort of deal, right? Where like when
but it's like a post incentive,
Yeah.
Versus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the mind I think they should include it, but that's not a terrible idea. I mean, they'd be making $130,000 or more because everyone's gonna buy it if it was like $10, right?
Yeah, I mean, either way. Even if we wouldn't have gotten any zombie, nothing, the fact that we hit it is awesome.
It was really cool. It was really great seeing, you making a lot of posts, using my likeness and my push for it, and then with a lot of the other
You're a
Twitter
good
and
selling
Instagram,
point.
I was seeing it. I'm thrilled actually.
What
So
are you
it's
waiting
awesome. I can't
for?
wait.
I mean, it's etched in my brain
and
forever.
and we have to thank Peter Dinklage because without him, I don't know if we would have hit it. So
Toxic Avenger himself, the
there he
man, the
is. Maybe he'll
wonder.
be on a
There he
few.
is.
Maybe he'll be on a future show.
Toxic.
Toxic. Let me
Cool.
switch tabs and see if that switches up to our next one. Does that switch it for you? Probably not.
It does not, but that's
Okay,
okay.
so I'm
So
gonna. I can make a quick swap here, and we go back to this for the next one. This one's a little surprising to me. Not as surprising as the one after this, but this is the mothership, baby. We're gonna cover the mothership. We're gonna be covering for a while. 42 more days left, but this jumped up a lot, right?
it did. It doesn't look like it
1400.
did, but it did.
Get rid of that. 1400. I mean, we were at 200, right? When we
Yeah,
last did a show.
definitely
So
not in
I
the four
mean,
digits.
right, and they're 1500, give or take 1500. We'll just say. So they're almost halfway there, and they have 42 days left. So that's a lot of time left, and I'm of the mind that this might hit now also.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I think, I have to say the Hasbro fan enthusiasm, like I feel like the Giant Man had more positive support versus, the last one was there was a lot of hate, pricing
Yeah,
and what you were getting and who it was. Again, there's a lot of variables. You're not going to please everybody with this stuff. And I feel like the Cobra Mothership is not something that everybody would be thinking about. I
yeah.
feel like I would have more expected a modernized USSS flag before
Oof, it
this.
would have been massive.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you know what I mean? When you think about, but I don't think something like this was made when we were younger, right? For the record. So,
I'm not the expert at this, but I don't believe so. I don't recall seeing anything that looked quite like the mothership outside of TBS Superstation with Dusty Rhodes, baby.
all right. So, I mean, look, bravo to Super 7 and bravo to the fans that,
Well, they still have
believe
to
in it.
hit. They still have to hit,
But
and
I'm saying
well,
it's a really good
yeah.
progress. You think about how
No,
only been a couple of weeks, right, for
absolutely.
us.
Yeah. I mean, expectation wise, I didn't think they'd be this far along within what 18 days or whatever it is, a little longer
Right.
than that. Oh no, that
Agreed.
is about 18, right? It was from Comic Con to now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, because we talked about a
it's
toy fair and then Comic Con. They were pushing then.
yeah.
So,
It wasn't pre-ordered yet at Toy Fair though,
right.
right? Crowdfunded pre-order, whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
it was getting ready for like
Yeah,
the following week.
but now this last one, this one is really surprising to me. Literally just announced, right? This is the new
To the
Ghostbuster.
sky,
This
baby. To the
I,
sky.
this was announced
Incredible.
days ago,
Yep.
like right, less than a week ago. This was
Yep.
Friday, I think.
Hmm.
Oh man, oh my goodness, it's already hit its goal. So this is the Ghostbuster Plasma series. So this is following after the Proton Pack that they already did the Haslab for, which you can no longer get,
Right.
and
And
now
people
it's the
have it in their
trap
possession too. So,
of. Oh yeah, yeah. So they definitely want this, right? They see the quality of the build of the Proton Pack, and they're like, oh yeah, Daddy likey, Daddy want more. So this is the
wingy.
PKE meter and the Ghost Trap, both for $300. They're definitely going to hit some stretch goals. I'm not wild about the stretch goals on this. I mean, I
I
don't think
actually
I'm
didn't
the
see any of
audience.
it.
Yeah, we'll scroll down to it. So here's the first set. So you got some of these the cards that Venkman uses in the first movie.
Got it.
Here on the
The
left.
tarot cards.
Yeah. Is it a square and then the electroshock therapy? Some stickers. You got a patch. You got some blueprints. So this is like really standard fare that I feel like they probably should just include anyway. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then we go down, and it's like a holster for the trap.
Okay.
Another patch. I don't know. I guess that the patches are for putting on your vest, but why would you want a Haslab one?
Well, because I guess if we want to promote, you know,
Yeah. And here's the one for the PKE meter, which
it's
this
like
one looks cool.
guy looks like
But
dressed
again,
up
another
as Han
patch.
Solo.
He
He's
does
got,
look like Han Solo, like his blaster is there.
yeah, I was just gonna say,
Maybe this
weird.
is this is a promotional image they'll use for the next one.
Multiverse.
And you got
Ghost
the little
Wars.
little Stay Puffed inside
Lil
the
Puff.
X.
Lil
Little
Puff.
Puffy. Yeah, so this is
All
cool. I
right.
mean, I would be surprised if they don't add anything else to it because they destroyed this goal so quickly. It's not even funny.
Yeah, and there's been speculation from, I guess, the promo video that showed that they had a containment unit in the background, like nothing obviously huge, but
Oh
like
man, can you
imagine
imagine
like,
that?
I mean, listen, Ghostbuster fans like to that level, kudos. I mean, it's impressive that,
Oh, definitely.
getting practically one-to-one scale type stuff at the level of getting it like officially licensed. And the one thing I'll give them so much credit for from what I've learned is the backpack aspect. They had a way where you can buy like the framing, the metal frame, and you can get that like
Mhm.
installed. Like they put all the proper like joints and sockets that you can attach to it. So it makes it like that true heavy duty,
Right.
like it is in the
Yeah,
movies,
well,
which
that's
is
what you
pretty
want, right?
cool.
You want something that feels
Authentic.
has weight to it, right? Yeah.
Right.
But this is another one. This is another one. Pat on
Yeah,
the back for Ghostbuster fans. It's not us, but this is kudos. This is kudos to
absolutely.
the community and hitting this as quickly as they have. This is very impressive.
Sweet. It's awesome
And
though.
that is the news.
Sweet, sweet. So now that we got the news out of the way, now we're here for the real fun, the hauls. So
Yes,
I would say you have mentioned you've got a pretty hefty
I do.
order share
I do.
thing. And I'm trying to whisper because the wife's not gonna want to hear. So
Don't tell.
you
That's
gotta be careful. So you want to start off by all means?
Yes, I want to go over something else first.
Sure.
It fits the theme. So this arrived in the mail,
Mm,
and this is the Target toy book. I know Amazon also makes one. I feel like I've seen it, maybe not, but this gives me such vibes of growing up when we were growing up in the 80s and 90s of the old Toys R Us toy catalog, and then like the J.C. Penney catalog and the Macy's catalog and stuff like that, where you go and you find the toys that you want, you circle them for your parents and
yeah,
family and stuff. And this came in the mail. It was like just throwback to me, and I thought it's cool that someone is still doing this.
agreed. Well, it's funny. I had two of them in the mail. I had one from
Oh,
maybe Big Bad Toy Store, and I had
oh, I
one
haven't
from
gotten that one.
the Toy Insider, which is like the company that I deal with the Sweet Sweet press events that happen
I
each year.
gotcha.
Send it, but it's the same idea as a holiday guidebook, pretty much, which is really cool. And I was definitely thinking the days of Toys R Us. Babbage's used to do them,
Yeah.
and even KB once in a while would have them.
Yep.
They'd be in
Yep.
store though. They wouldn't usually be.
Yeah, and smaller, a little smaller, but
Yeah, almost like a weekly flyer. Remember those?
yeah.
No, very cool
Yes.
though. Throwback to the good old
So
days.
let me start with a company we just spoke about, Super 7. This is the new Roger Rabbit reaction figure.
Nice.
Good old Dr. Joe had this pre-ordered for me, so I
That's
picked it up
awesome.
from him. Thank you, Dr. Joe. But
Sweet.
also came the same week is another Roger Rabbit pack.
Wow, going all in, huh?
And this one I also had pre-ordered, so it's funny that they came at the same time. They're individually boxed in here.
Nice.
How cool is that one?
Nice.
But then the main event here.
There he is.
The
Mr.
glare is
Doom.
gonna kill it.
There, I see him a little bit. It's
Remember
awesome.
me, Eddie, when I killed your
Just
brother?
like that. Amazing. Great movie.
So those are my
I've,
Super 7. You want me to keep going or?
yeah, you can go
All
all in,
right.
baby. I'm
So
this
next
is the
up
legend pop time.
is one of our favorites. We got King Spawny. We got superpowers. We got everything you want here. I got the Thomas Wayne superpower. So this one just showed up a few days ago. Thomas Wayne
Nice.
superpower. And then continuing with the superpowers. Oh, God.
I was just gonna ask you the punches on those. Were they always that type of hook, or were they ones that have the punches
Uh,
previously? Because I know you're
Uh,
big on like if they mail them to you,
yes,
they
they
end up
all like
having.
this.
Okay.
They're all like this. I just looked at the rest of them in the room, and now actually on the back here, you got quite the lineup.
Yeah.
They've made a
Was it like
lot of these now.
4 waves? I think 5 waves.
I
There's
think
usually
we're
like
up to
four each,
five.
maybe more.
Yeah, I think we're up to five now.
That's
Five or
cool.
six, it might be.
Nice.
So keeping with the superpowers, this one is a your sort of gimmick. This just arrived today. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. All I did was slip the tape, so I haven't physically seen it. Also, I haven't seen anyone else post this unless they did today, and I haven't been on social media. I haven't seen
Exclusive.
what this looks like in a box, or it's not a box; it's on a card.
A
Wow,
big card.
a very big card. Have you seen this already?
No, I've
Oh,
seen.
we got the exclusive here.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. You guys have seen it before I am.
Nice.
A Peacemaker, Judo Master, and Vigilante superpowers, Toddy Mac style, right here. This is cool. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting it to be all three figures
on
on
one
the
card.
card like this.
Oh, it's a nice card too.
It's
Very
in good
cool.
shape from Amazon. Good thing it came in that extra box, right?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like it.
people
I
have been
really
getting
like it.
cards folded lately. I don't know if you've seen that lately. They've been folding the
Awful.
tops and then fitting them in the box.
This looks
Toy
cool.
collector's
This is
nightmare.
impressive.
Oh, that's good
I'm gonna put
stuff,
it.
man.
I'm gonna put
See,
it back in the
I don't.
box.
I'm not into to that wave, but
Yeah.
I'll appreciate a retro card any day. It's really awesome.
And then to end it out, I know you've gotten some of these. I think is the Toddy Mac Batman animated series line. So I have the complete wave, minus Alfred, who isn't really a part of the wave. He's not out yet.
Target
And
exclusive.
you and I were discussing that they had some
Platinum
what do they call
editions.
them? Platinum editions. Did not get any of those. So I didn't pick these up in the store. I ordered them online. And by
Yeah, you
fortune,
did them when they first came up, right?
yeah, did not get any. But I will be building the Condiment King, and these will be getting opened.
Nice.
Just not today. Just not yet. And
As we've
that
talked about, I'm not crazy
is the
about the
whole.
cell shaded paint
I
job on some of them.
I
Like
am not crazy
Robin,
about it either.
the Robin
I don't
face
know.
kills me.
Yeah,
Like the side of his face looks like he's
right
got
there.
a
You
spray
see,
tan.
he looks like he
Yeah.
got shapoopy on there. Shapoopy. I almost said the other word. We're trying to keep this PG.
Yep. I mean, I got the
Shapoopy.
bleep ready if we need to.
Okay. Oh, you didn't. I didn't say it. Shapoopy. That's
Cool.
it.
That's a
I
good
mean, I
hold.
have one thing that's not a toy that I wanted to show you, and since we're rounding out horror month, this arrived today also. This is
Nice.
the brand new Hellraiser
Physical.
box set. It is 4K. It is a UK exclusive from Arrow. I think it's a licensing issue, and it
Right.
has some cuts that have never been released before. It's the first four movies. It's the Quartet of Torment. Happy Halloween.
Impressive, man. Seeing you go
Yeah.
back to physical to some stuff.
Well, for this, I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't offered here. It's in 4K, and it had a work print on the fourth movie, which I happen to like Bloodline. And I
Yeah.
think it has a different version of 3 also on here.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a nice set, and it wasn't super expensive. I think it was like
Oh, I think physical media is
70 or 80
becoming much
bucks.
more affordable, and I think it's going to continue, and then it'll get high in demand once it's not available anymore.
Well, for an import also. This is not
Right.
made in the US, so
Right. No, that's awesome.
not toy related, but horror related, so.
No, that's okay. We talk other stuff too. So mine is
So what do you
kind of
got?
light.
What do you got?
Well, the first thing is
What do you
semi
what are you buying?
it's like toy kind of game, board game-ish. So Funko was nice enough to send me a little package, knowing that Xander and I do a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's content, and there's a new little game that they've released called Five Nights at Freddy's Fight Line. It is a collectible battle game. Um, I'm not big on card games and stuff like that, but I like the idea that it comes like little mini figures that you can collect, that's what we're about, collecting all the characters he loves. It's got a lot of the scary characters that he likes, so it's not all just the childish ones. And it's
So it's like a
for
board game with the characters, and they have like their own attributes or something.
Yeah, so it says like grab a friend, go head to head in an ultimate custom fight. So it's got like little coins and little cards. There's not a board set or anything. It's more of like you put the figures on a card, I think, and then they attribute to those, and then you get like these four characters with it. So thank you, Funko, for sending this our way. We'll be doing a video on that on its own, and then these are how they get the figures. We know Funko is known for blinds. Problem with these, you know, this is all GameStop exclusive, and the challenge with that is GameStop, in my areas at least, have literally gotten one box, so like one game, and one of these per store, and there's like
Wow.
20 of these to collect. So I've out of the stores I've been to, I've only found three. So I haven't opened anything yet because I figured we could try to get as many as we can, do a video or something. But
Exclusive.
exclusive.
They got a
But
lot of
we'll
exclusives this episode.
definitely be doing a video on the fight line once we get more in place with that. Um, Amazon pickup. I didn't want it at first because you and I had talked about price being as what it was. Amazon got me with the price drop a little bit, and I double dipped on the man himself,
There he
86
is.
Ultra Magnus. I have the other one already. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll just put him on the top with the arc. But I definitely
What you
want to
should
open
do
him.
is open them up and put them in pieces below Galvatron.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
a
way to
great
go.
idea.
With
That's a,
Galvatron holding the
I've
Matrix.
seen people actually do video unboxings, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Dismantle them. All right.
I love the design of Ultra Magnus, but I was never a fan of the character. And I love the design. I love the way he's this car carrier and stuff. And no other
Yeah.
Transformer is a car carrier, and I just don't like the character.
Yeah, I agree. I like his. I've always liked his design. It
Yeah,
took me a long time to realize that he was kind of like the guts of an Optimus. Ideally,
yeah.
I
Well, the
didn't know that for
original
long.
toy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I never had the original. I
this
only
is the
had the
first.
Optimus. So
This is one of the first toys that is not. So the Studio
he's
series, like
designed like this, right?
he's completely designed, and he doesn't have an Optimus body. Even the Masterpiece has an Optimus body.
In the core, right?
Yeah,
So it's like all armor, ideally.
yeah. I mean, it just fits right in the back of him. Really, the
Right,
trailer
right.
is the body.
Got it. Okay. For Target, I got a Target exclusive. It's the last in a Build-A-Figure wave from Toddy Mac. Unfortunately, I'm missing one, and it's very, very hard to get, and I do not want to pay above retail, but I might have to. This is the Wonder Woman from Flashpoint. Lots of
Yeah, a
glare
little glare. Yep.
with the
So Cyborg
cyborg.
is the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, and he's a massive figure. So the
Booyah!
previous figures that were in the wave was a horrible Aquaman. Um, he literally was like this, like worst head sculpt I've seen in a long time. Then there was Project Superman, which is like the malnourished Superman that's in the lab. Then there's the Flash, which is the best one of the set, primarily due to the fact that it's one of the first figures that he's released with two heads. So he gives you a civilian Barry head and he gives you a regular Flash head. Never saw him in store, can't find him. And then the Wonder Woman. So I'll see if I can come across that one at a reasonable price. Um, then a friend of mine from Texas came across these in Ross. You and I talked about. I
Yes.
have them already, but I would like to open a couple of them for the price. These were $8. These are usually like 25 bucks, I believe, at retail.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
I need the brainstorm. If
Yes,
anyone's watching, hook me
brain
up with the brainstorms for.
brainstorm.
I'm willing to pay the Ross price. So if you get it from a Ross, I'm willing to pay the Ross price and ship it the cheapest possible way you can. United States
Just take it
Postal.
out of the box. Just put it in
I
a
will
bag.
pay.
Bag it
Yeah,
up.
I will pay. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
As long
you're
as you
gonna
add
just you
it,
can open it
whatever,
anyway.
throw it in the box. I mean, I don't think it's gonna weigh. The box doesn't weigh much if you threw it in an Amazon box or anything.
Yeah, no, they're just charging so much for shipping nowadays, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
But Xander and I went to Ollie's the other day, and I found yellow
The Yellow
Zeo,
Ranger.
which is actually the only Zeo I was missing. Funny enough, I had a box of her. Found a Marvel Legend that was not Eternals, because pretty much Ollie's is just chock full of Eternals and Black Panther. But I was able to get Speedball, who I actually wanted for a while, but I didn't really care about the Build-A-Fig set. But apparently these are popping up. I have the Thor because he was going to be for my Fortnite shelf, but I gave the Build-A-Fig piece to Grizdiz. So that's pretty much that. And then I had one small thing that you might appreciate, which is you bought me a birthday gift a long time ago, probably 12 years ago. We know one of my favorite characters is Venom, and you had bought me a retro card figure of Talking Venom, if you remember.
Oh, I do.
So I've had that in storage, and then obviously once going through stuff, the glue came off, so it's obviously just separated. But there was a toy convention I was telling you about near my house in Jersey, unannounced. Like I didn't know about it, but a friend of mine went with me, and we went over there, and they had tons of old retro stuff, like original box stuff. And I found this for $5.
Oh, I had that one. I had that Venom.
So they
Yeah, with
had,
the
this is the one
with
with the
the
tongue.
chess piece that doesn't seem to make any sense. Why would the chess piece be identical? Like come
Yep,
off? It's like the symbiote. Like it's so
yep,
weird.
yep, agreed.
I had that.
But they had a box of like a bunch of these, $5. And
Oh,
then I
that's
had,
great. Five
this is
bucks.
this is beat up, but on the card still. So I got another one, $5.
I bet he doesn't talk anymore. So
I
right.
didn't actually try. No.
No,
So
yeah,
I'm
it
so
was
I might,
shot. I remember 10 years ago when I got that one for you.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
tough. I want your brains.
it was going
It sounded like Kenny.
I want to eat your brain. Die, Spider-Man. It's the best. But that's
But
pretty
you know what, my
much it.
of that generation, and I'm sure we had this conversation 10, 12 years ago whenever I got that for you. My favorite Venom from back then still was the animated series one that had the Eddie Brock head with the
Yes, with
mask
the
that came
rubber.
off. Rubber I oh great. What a great figure. And the Eddie Brock looked perfect.
These guys had a bunch of the animated series cards, so it threw me back because obviously
Wow.
having these, they
Yeah.
had. Was there more than one Venom?
I'm sure
Didn't
there was, but I remember
they
that
had
one
one? I don't know if it
specifically.
was that one, but they had that one. They had the original Venom. So the one, if you remember, it had the slime that you put in the
Yes.
chest. They made two versions of that. They made one that had like a thicker car, like a thicker plastic, because the container was bigger. Like it was a big spider. And then the other one was like a little squeegee. And they actually had both of them on the card. I was like blown away, because it just threw
Have
me back.
Have they done the Venom on the current card on the Spider-Man line?
They did it. It was a Hasbro exclusive, and he came in a box. I have him on my wall. I would love to have one to open, but
So
yeah,
it's overdue for them to make one, and they should really make it with the mask that comes off, or at least two heads that
yeah,
have the Eddie
agreed.
Brock head.
I think it'd be awesome. You know what? I
Yeah,
did
because the
have some
mask could probably deteriorate, unfortunately.
because of the rubber. Yeah, I have one other thing, but I don't. I can't reach it. I picked up a second, the Null and Venom 2 pack.
Yes.
This was $40. So I have one that I'll just keep sealed, and now I can open this one, which is really awesome. But that's
Yeah, I
my
have
haul.
that somewhere also sealed.
I love that
It was a
Venom.
deep discount or somewhere else. Oh, we got a
Oh, we
surprise
got a surprise
guest on the
visitor.
show.
Say hi to Uncle Paul. All right, you can say goodbye to Uncle Paul now.
Bye. Bye. Wahoo!
Kids into Mario Wonder.
You know what's funny
Getting
about the going back into the Null, sorry, the Null
no,
Venom
yeah,
pack is I didn't even really know about Null. He's a more recent character,
yeah, right.
and since I play Marvel Snap, which is as you know is one of the games I play the most, Null is like a big card in that game, so I
Hmm.
use it frequently in destroy decks for people that know that. And now I've become like a fan of the character just based off playing it in Snap without the lore or anything. So
Yeah, I
pretty
learned
cool.
about him from like YouTube videos, like watching people, because obviously learning. First thing I was curious about is how Venom got wings. I didn't know about that, and It's a really cool story. That whole side of like the where the madness and the art, that logo, like the mania kind of logo.
Yeah.
And because I have that Carnage figure that has that. Never knew what that was from too, but seems like a really cool you know, way to kind of give the symbiote an origin in a sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to opening that. And you know what? I think I've mentioned him on here, but since we're doing Halloween, great figure this year. This is
Blade.
Blade.
Yeah, you showed
Yeah,
him. I believe you
yeah.
showed him last show.
For the
You're
Halloween.
very aroused over him.
Oh, so good, so good, so good. I need a Wesley Snipes in my life figure.
Simon
Not,
says, "Da."
did I tell you about these? Non-toy
Yes, you
related.
did.
These are
You
awesome.
did.
These are awesome. I'm a
Free
sucker.
plug. We're not a sponsored show. I don't know if we should.
We can definitely thank them again. Thank you, Gunner. Not wearing them right now because I've worn them all day, and I'm very grateful for that. But with that, I think we could talk one last thing if you're cool with that.
Sure. This has been
Well,
a very action-packed
I
episode.
know. I mean,
Probably outside of Toy Fair, probably our most packed full of toy actual show.
so
So
much. But
yeah,
now we segue because it's Halloween. Happy Halloween again. And we celebrated in a great way this past Friday. Paul and I got to go to the Count Basie in New Jersey to see Evil Dead the musical, which something I've known about for years, and I was a fan of the idea, knowing some of the songs that were done, but missed out back then. And it was just an awesome thing that Paul saw. He picked up tickets for us. Thank you again. And it was just a ton of fun. It was really cool
yeah.
to we were pretty close. It was intimate, but it was just like,
That's one of the best parts, I think, of how small the theater
yeah,
is there in Red Bank, New Jersey. And now I've been listening to the cast recording on my Apple Music, and it was great. I thought it was cool.
yeah, it was a lot of
I had
fun.
a lot of fun. Yeah,
I think the best part I would say is I had asked you if we were in the splatter zone and you didn't know if that was
yeah.
something that was being offered. And I'm like, oh, maybe they won't do that here. So spoiler is if you went to the older shows, if you're in the front row, Evil Dead's gory. You might get blood on you. And sure enough, they were so
They did it.
reckless. They were so
Yeah,
reckless. They were just literally just
it
purposely
was
going up to
perfect
people. It was
because
great.
you waited until like the end of this show, and it's like, well, maybe they don't do it for this show, and then they're just
And they went in
gratuitously, yeah, that was
great.
great.
It was a lot of fun. And some of the cast members were just on point, like really, standouts in my opinion.
Yeah,
So it
I
was
thought they were great, and some of them sound just as good, if not better, than the Broadway recording that is on Apple Music,
agreed.
in my opinion.
Agreed. But yeah, I just wanted to say we went out with Halloween with a nice bang. We
Yeah,
still have
and don't
Halloween
forget about
today.
the Once Bit Donuts, Once Bitten Donuts. No Jim
Right. Oh
Carrey,
my
no Jim
god.
Carrey.
No Jim Carrey, but
Big
donuts. Oh
Julie
my
favorite.
god.
It's one of her new favorite movies of all time. That's what I hear.
Julie. Julie, what am I gonna do with
We'll
you?
see if she watches the show now. Now we see
Oh, I get
the
that text message with the hell is wrong with you? Bunch of idiots.
well, what else is new?
Right. But yeah, we had some awesome donuts from a place called Once Bitten that's right near an arcade called Yestercades that Paul and I also know about.
A lot of
It
free
was just a
plugs going on right now.
chock full of fun. And
It was those donuts were very good.
yeah, we
Very
pretty
good.
much we split two
Sponsor the show.
donuts.
Send us donuts.
Let's go. Go into diabetic shock right now. Let's go. But
Starburst.
that's it. I think we are good. I don't know if I'll be able to close the closet, but I will attempt. So thank you everybody for coming by. Until next time, take care and have fun.